Are you ready for pumps? Because El Jefe Guerilla will have you pumped up like the boss. Gotta let it burn. What's going on, Stim Junkies? Hi, Stim Ace here, and in case you can't tell, I'm pretty hopped up right now. I'm pretty pumped up. I just got back from the gym hitting a juicy chest and triceps day. One of my favorite workouts of the week. I always look forward to chest and triceps. What can I say, guys? I'm a gym bro. I love hitting the glory muscles. Give me chest, give me back, give me arms, and I'm satisfied. I'm still hitting core, I'm still hitting legs because I have to, guys. It's all about balance. But in the end of the day, High Stim Ace is all about the glory muscles. It's an upper body business, guys. Let's be real. Chicks hit the lower body. Us gym bros hit upper body. Today's workout was fueled by one of my new favorite pre-workouts on the market, and this is one that took me a long time to finally get to. I got this one sent out to me from my good friends over at Xtremis Cartel. The pre-workout that I'm going to be reviewing for you guys today is the updated and reformulated El Jefe Guerilla. And I do believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. It is spelled guerrilla, as in guerrilla warfare, but it is pronounced guerilla or guerilla. I don't know, guys. I think I'm doing my best. I think I'm doing all right, all things considered. But this tub here, in typical Xtremis Cartel fashion, it has the king on there with the skull, with the crown. It looks freaking cool. I love the purple background. It is badass. And this here is a massive tub, in case you can't tell. This is a big boy tub right here, bigger than their flagship El Jefe pre-workout, which I did review months ago. One of my favorite high stim pre-workouts without any quote-unquote gray area ingredients. But this one here is their take on a more daily use kind of pre-workout for us stim junkies. If you're a beginner, somebody that uses GNC and vitamin shop supplements, then for you, this thing here is a high stim pre-workout. But for us, high stim pre-workout enthusiasts, this here is going to be a good high-end daily. We're going to talk about the label, we're going to talk about the flavor, and I'm going to tell you the effects after having ran it 3 times. Today being my 3rd time in the gym, let's get to it. So Xtremis Cartel did send this tub my way for review. They are super generous, and I am a big fan of Xtremis Cartel. Love their sleep aid, love the original El Jefe, and pretty much everything else they have. They just released a line of proteins called ASC Cartel a couple of months ago. I reviewed 2 of the popular flavors, being the s'mores and the Reese's candy, peanut butter candy, whatever it's called. They do have a couple of other flavors. In general, I believe Xtremis Cartel in 2024 is one of the most slept on brands. I know that everybody gravitates towards Dark Labs and Apollo Nutrition and a lot of the other big companies, and for good reason. They are incredible companies. But Xtremis Cartel, in my opinion, is really on the cusp, really on that level. All their products are quality. I don't think I've ever had a bad product from Xtremis Cartel. Their Sicario is one of my favorite pump formulas. I just reviewed that one not too long ago as well. You guys can watch that down below in the video description. I link my playlist. You guys can watch all of High Stim Ace's reviews there. But of course, today, guys, we are discussing the El Jefe Guerilla, and this here is the grape candy flavor. I did also receive 2 packets, one being watermelon and one being the blueberry lemonade. This is actually the one I ran today. I didn't run the watermelon flavor yet. I'm kind of saving it for a rainy day, maybe if I travel to Connecticut and I want to bring a pre-workout with me to hit the gym on a Saturday. So I didn't actually try the watermelon flavor. I heard it's good. I believe them. This one here, the blueberry lemonade one, really, really solid. Tastes actually very natural, nice lemon flavor with a little bit of a blueberry hint in the background, a little bit of a saltiness, and that does come from one of the ingredients in here. It does have a bit of a saltiness to it. And I could say the same thing about the Gashing grape flavor. Is it called Gashing grape? No, grape candy. I'm mixing it up with something else. But anyway, the grape candy flavor actually is my favorite flavor from the 2. I really enjoy it. Kind of tastes like one of those grape beverages you would have as a kid. Capri Sun, Kool-Aid, one of those type of drinks. It tastes just like that, but it does have a little bit of that salt in there. And again, that does come from one of the ingredients in here, but it's not overwhelming. It's nothing crazy. It's actually a really delicious flavor. You can mix it with about 20 ounces of water. The colder, the better. You'll chug it down or sip on it, whatever you want, guys. It's 2024. It's your supplements. It's your money. You can do whatever you want. But the flavor on here is really good. I really enjoyed it. It goes down easy. No drama, no nasty side effects, no gag reflexes in the gym. It's all positive and it's all going uphill from here. Without further ado, let's get down to this label. So looking at the label here, we do have the typical 40-20, which has become common practice in 2024, but this is a very loaded label, so theoretically, if you want to run this at half a scoop, you most certainly can. I like running this at a full scoop, or rather 2 scoops, because 2 scoops is the full serving size, and 1 scoop is half a serving. So this is the 2 scoop channel, this is the full dose channel, no half measures in here, guys. So we're gonna weigh everything and read everything as it pertains to 2 whole scoops. 1 scoop yields 14.9 grams, 2 scoops will yield 29.9 grams, and I'm happy to say that each scoop came in at exactly 15 grams, so right on the money. But no matter what, guys, always weigh out your pre-workouts, your stimulants, and everything else, because you don't want to overdo it or underdose it for that matter. But they did get the scooper right. Xtremis Cartel is really good with that. So without further ado, guys, we're going to break down this label. So just like the El Jefe pre-workout, this is split into 3 categories, and the first one is the Guerilla Pumps and Power Output Matrix. And we start off with L-citrulline at 8,000 milligrams, so a very high dose, no malic acid to cut the citrulline with. You're getting pure L-citrulline in here, 8 grams, very solid dose. Beta-alanine coming in next at 4,000 milligrams, which is a little bit more than the clinical dose. Definitely good for the tingles, for the energy output, for lactic acid buffering, and a whole host of other benefits, but mostly for the tingles. You want to know that something is brewing in your system. You want to know that things are being activated right as you're on your way to the gym, and hopefully by the time you get there, you're going to be ready to kick some ass. Next up, we have arginine nitrate as NO3T at 2,000 milligrams and betaine nitrate also as NO3T coming in at another 2,000 milligrams. And this here is a deadly combination for some juicy pumps in the gym, really more of that vascular vein splitting pumps as opposed to something like glycerol, which is more of a water-based wet pump, as we do like to call it in the industry. But this here is definitely going to be a tighter pump, really emphasizing the vascularity above all else. Betaine anhydrous for the strength output, 2,000 milligrams, so typical dose, very solid. Taurine at 2,000 milligrams, good all-around jack of all trades kind of ingredient. And lastly, we got Vasodrive AP coming in at the clinical 508 milligrams, also for the vein splitting pumps. We're going to move on to the next category here, which is the Guerilla Energy and Focus Matrix. And we are getting L-tyrosine at 3,000 milligrams for that laser sharp focus. 3,000 milligrams is a very good dose. I really like it. Definitely going to have you dialed in and ready to push those weights. Alpha GBC 50% yield 800 milligrams. So you're getting 400 milligrams of that amazing nootropic that's really going to focus on the cognition and really help you dial in your workout and get you in a good state of mind. It's really great type of nootropic, and it pairs really well with a lot of other ingredients, especially ones that we have in this label. And speaking of such ingredients, we do have DMAE at 750 milligrams, not to be confused with any of the other gray area DM ingredients. This one here is purely for focus, but it does synergize really well with nootropics such as that alpha GBC. So the package really comes together very nicely. Theobromine, 400 milligrams, the little cousin to caffeine, going to provide a nice, smooth source of stimulation, a nice elongated effect, give you good, clean, consistent energy. And next, we do have Xtra, which is a trademark for Alpina Galanga extract, 300 milligrams. Not really sure what that is. It's probably an herbal extract. I'm sure if it's in here, it serves a specific purpose. And next up, we do have caffeine anhydrous coming in at 300 milligrams and caffeine citrate, 45% caffeine yield at 100 milligrams. And then we also do have Infinergy dicaffeine malate, which is 75% caffeine yield at 65 milligrams. So guys, I flunked math in college. That is the one subject that I was never good at. So I'm not really good at calculating this, but it comes out to about 400-ish, 450 milligrams of caffeine. So definitely more than your typical daily use kind of pre-workout. But in terms of other gray area stimulants, it doesn't have those in here. This is a very by the books kind of product. There isn't even oriogenesis in here. So this is definitely more catered towards daily use. At least 4 times a week you can use this. No problems whatsoever. And to finish off this section, we do have alpha-yohimine coming in at 1 milligram, which the previous version did not have alpha-yo. And I know not everybody's a fan of alpha-yo, but 1 milligram theoretically shouldn't be too crazy. So even if you're somebody that's sensitive to alpha-yo, you don't really have to worry about 1 milligram. Theoretically, you shouldn't be experiencing any of the negative side effects, but it should help push your workouts to the next level. And lastly, we do have one ingredient that comes in under the absorption matrix, and that is estrogen coming in at 50 milligrams to really help process all these ingredients efficiently and help your body adjust to the incoming craziness. Before I break down my experience running El Jefe Guerilla 3 times, don't forget to like this video, comment down below, share the video with a fellow stim junkie or a fitness enthusiast, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. So So the original El Jefe pre-workout, which I did review about 8 or 9 months ago, it's crazy how time flies, but that one is absolutely crazy. That is essentially a high stim pre-workout. It's something you take once a week, definitely on a Saturday, Sunday, on a day where you know you can go to the gym and crush the weights for 3 hours. You don't have to worry about work, about phone calls, or anything like that. So you want to take something for high stim Saturday, high stim Sunday, you go with the original El Jefe. Now, this one here, El Jefe Guerilla, this was specifically formulated for us stim junkies that no longer feel our quote-unquote daily drivers anymore, and we need something to get us in a good state of being, something that's going to have us positive, energized in the gym, provide a good stimulation and a focus while we're there pushing the weights. Now, the first thing you're going to notice when you consume this drink is the beta-alanine tingles. I got hit pretty hard with them maybe 2 minutes after consuming the drink, felt it around the lips a little bit, a tiny bit around the ears, and then it kind of flowed to the rest of my body. Not too overwhelming, not to the point where I'm itching myself uncomfortably or tweaking, nothing like that. Mild, smooth, and a little bit of warmness came with those tingles, but definitely letting you know that something is starting to brew in your system, and before you know it, you're going to be pushing those weights like an absolute loon. You're going to start feeling the mood elevation within 10 minutes, and it kind of kicks in together with the energy. The caffeine does its thing. It's not an overwhelming amount of caffeine. You're not going to be hit with a crazy, gratuitous amount of energy right off the bat, but the energy definitely rises within 10-15 minutes. You're going to feel ready to go in the gym, and the tyrosine kicks in beautifully at the same time, giving you a nice laser sharp focus, nothing illicit. It's definitely not like taking one of those underground bathtub formula pre-workouts. This is a very by the books, FDA approved kind of pre-workout, but it's such a good, clean, smooth, and consistent experience. You're going to start warming up and you're going to notice that you're feeling good. There's a good sense of well-being that comes with this product. You're going to feel good and happy to be in the gym, and the music is going to sound great. You're going to be motivated. You're going to be energized, and you're going to be pumped up. Speaking of pumps, guys, the pumps in this thing are next level ridiculous. Between the 8 grams of citrulline you're getting in here and the 2 sources of nitrates, it's freaking crazy. And as someone that does enjoy glycerol pumps, I know not everybody likes them. This has no glycerol in it, but it does have the citrulline and the nitrates. Man, not only do I get vascular on this, and I can see the veins popping out and see my whole arm defined and my chest and whatever else I'm working on, but it does also kind of blow you up a little bit. I was drinking a lot of water throughout my 3 workouts running this product, but I was blown up, but not to the point where I felt puffy or bloated or anything like that. Despite this being a 30-gram scoop, it's actually very light on the stomach. There's no bloating issues. There's no stomach cramps, nothing like that. It goes down easy and it stays in your system. And it lasts a long time. It's a smooth, clean, sustainable kind of energy. The Alpha Yo on here, I feel really enhances the effectiveness of this pre-workout. Now, I know I never took the previous version, but I've ran a lot of daily drivers without Alpha Yo, and even some high-stim illicit pre-workouts that don't have Alpha Yo that rely on other stimulants. This here is a perfect balance. This is one of the most balanced pre-workouts I ever took in my entire life. You're going to get the energy package. You're going to get the focus. You're going to get a mood elevation, not an illicit one, but a good, clean sense of well-being. This is a super clean pre-workout. There's no drama. There's no elevated heart rate. There's no appetite suppression. There's no stimmy willy. As a matter of fact, it's quite the opposite. With all the blood flow ingredients that you're going to be on, you're going to be doing really well in that department down there. So definitely no need to worry about anything of that nature like you would consuming those other gray area stimulants. The energy lasts for a good 2 to 3 hours, and you can easily train more if you want to. I had to literally step away from the gym because I took this on weekdays, and I'm working a longer work schedule these days, so it's kind of affecting my entire gym schedule, but I still managed to make it work no matter what, guys. The gym is a priority for me. This channel is a priority, and you guys are a priority for me as well. So no matter what, Xtremis is not going anywhere. But I gotta say, this thing, it's a permanent staple in my rotation going forward. I love this pre-workout. It is worth every cent, and I'm gonna be picking this one up myself when I do eventually run out of this because it is worth every penny. There's no crazy peak and crash that comes with it. You're not going to be feeling super hopped up and then crashing down. It is balanced. It is smooth. It is well-rounded. And you could tell that the formulators of this pre-workout definitely went through rigorous testing until they got the formula just right. Because this thing, all 3 times I took it, it hit perfectly. You don't have to pair anything on top of it. You don't have to take pump capsules. Definitely, you don't have to pair any pumps on this because the pumps on this thing are absolutely next level savage, as I showed you earlier. So definitely no need to pair pumps on this. Now, I'm going to give you guys a little tip, something that you can do. You don't have to do this, but this is something for you stim junkies. So Xtremis Cartel has alpha yohimbine that they sell separately, as well as this Araya Plus product. Now, I haven't reviewed these yet, but these are standalone ingredients. This actually has 2 ingredients, and you're getting Araya Puro in here, which is their trademarked Araya gerenesis at 250 milligrams. And you're also getting their Thinfen, which is their beta PEA, also at 250 milligrams. So you're getting 90 capsules in here. What I did today actually was take my full dose of the El Jefe Guerilla, and I paired one of these capsules here with it, just to give it a little bit of a more illicit kind of feeling, and it paired so perfectly. Now, I don't dare add the Alpha-Yo to it. I do believe it's called uncut Alpha-Yo because that is 3 milligrams of Alpha-Yo. I don't dare add 3 milligrams of Alpha-Yo to this one because there is already Alpha-Yo in here, and this is a perfectly balanced package. You really don't need to stack anything on top of this. But if you're feeling like you want a little bit of that illicitness without going to that full illicit route, then this here is another great option. You can also pick it up from Xtremis Cartel. It's very affordable, and it's a great product to stack in general. It's something that I enjoy dabbling with once in a while. But again, guys, this is a perfectly well-balanced package. You don't have to pair anything on top of this. In the end of the day, you guys are all mad chemists, and you're going to pair whatever you want to pair. But if you're looking for a daily use kind of pre-workout, a healthy feeling pre-workout that's not going to give you any negative side effects, and you're only going to reap the benefits, and you're actually going to feel this one in the gym, then look no further than Xtremis Cartel's El Jefe Guerilla. If you guys want to pick up this crazy hitter, then head over to my good friends over at NutriCartel.com, and don't forget to use discount code ACE15. That will save you 15% off your entire order and help support this channel. Thank you so much for tuning into this review, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have received any benefit from this video, if you found it to be beneficial to you, then don't forget to show your support by liking this video, comment down below, engage with the High Stim pre-workout community, and guys, don't forget to subscribe. I will see you all next time for the next High Stim pre-workout review. Take care, everybody. High Stim Ace, signing off.